put the spotlight on PFC. It has reported steady set of numbers. Profits, net interest income have risen on a sequential basis, but asset quality has seen an improvement. Anurag Shah, my colleague, caught up with CMD Parminder Chopra to discuss the way forward and the strategy to recover dues from Gensol Engineering. Let's take a look.
We have the highest disbursements during the Q4. It was around 60,000 crores. And the other is that one of our major asset, that is the KSK Mahanadi, has been resolved during the quarter, which has given us more than our admitted claim recovery. So the interest, we have received around 1,200 crores on this account during Q4, and we have been maintaining 55% provisioning on this account, which has also been reversed during that, which has led to a 21% increase in the profitability.
Okay, ma'am. So, ma'am, one account you have mentioned. So, are there any recoveries or prepayment that has helped in this quarter?
Not in this quarter, but during the financial year, we had another major asset, that is Lenco Amarkantak, which has been resolved. So there also sufficient provisioning was available with us, and rather the reversals we have witnessed reversals under that recovery process.
Okay, ma'am. So can I ask you, ma'am, what is your guidance for the FY26 AUM guidance for FY26? You are hoping for double-digit growth in AUM or a single digit only?
We have already grown during the during the financial year FY25 by 12.8%. But you can very well understand that once the denominator is increasing day by day, then the absolute numbers may match, but not the percentage. So this particular financial year FY26, we are expecting a growth of maybe around 10 to 11%.
Ma'am, provision write back company has taken in this quarter, and how much will you take in FY26?
FY26, we have two more assets which are there in NCLT. One is the Sinnar Thermal and the other is the India Power Haldia. So we are expecting a resolution of the same through NCLT. There are another two assets which are outside NCLT, TRN Energy and Shiga Energy, where we are expecting that resolution is in very advanced stage, and we are expecting it to be concluded soon.
Okay, ma'am. One important question means I want to ask regarding your Gensol thing. So how much is the unpaid amount in a Gensol account, and have you completely provided for that account?
If you remember that during April, PFC has come out with in the press stating that we have an outstanding of 307 crores. PFC has funded in total 3,000 vehicles, out of which 2741 vehicles have already been hypothecated to PFC. And subsequent to April, we have received another recovery of 44 crores, which was basically, we have invoked our security on the TRA and bank guarantees which we had on behalf of the Gensol. So as on date, 262 crore remains outstanding, and that has been 100% provided for in the financial year FY25.
Completely 100% provided.
Right, 100%.
What further steps you are taking for the recovery, in particular this account?
We are exploring different ways. NCLT is open for us. We have other recovery methodologies since all the vehicles have been hypothecated. But we want to conclude the process as early as possible, because you know that these are the EV vehicles, and early resolution is required for the preservation of the asset.
I just want to ask about the asset quality in the Q4 and any delinquencies you are taking for, especially for the renewable sector book.
Under renewable, we have not seen any new NPAs, if we say. In Q3, we have provided for the good words, and in Q4, the Gensol has been provided. These are the major ones. And apart from that, another on the DISCOM side, there has been the 13th integrated rating has come out, which has led there are certain downgrades in the discoms, so that has led to additional provisioning of around 1,000 crore in our books.
Okay, ma'am. And so, ma'am, I want to understand from you, what are your expectations going ahead for the rate cut and how it will impact your borrowing cost?
See, for financial institution, I think the money acts as a stock. So what we borrow, they are going to lend that. So the focus of the financial institution is always on maintaining a spread. And we are sure that we will be able to maintain our spread in the already given guidance of around 2.5%.
Okay, so the borrowing plan is around 1.5 lakh crore, or you have, and what will be the mix in this?
Borrowing plan for till now we have approved as 1.5 lakh crore, which will be a mix of borrowing from the domestic and international market, and again will be a mix of bond, term loans and short-term borrowing from various sources. It all depends. For us, cost of borrowing is a very important factor. So it all depends on the that what is the market situation vis-a-vis different instruments, and based on that we are going to take a call.
And ma'am, according to you, what will drive the growth going ahead? And can you give us any outlook for the NIM?
See, as I told you that for us, more than the NIM, spread is important. So for which we have already given the guidance, and the growth we expect that going to continue from the either the distribution sector or from the renewable and its allied sectors.
And going ahead, would you be looking for any other segments also, or and presently there are any segments you're seeing kind of pressure, so you can diversify more in other segments?
If we talk about the requirement of the funds in the power sector, I think there is a huge requirement of funds in the power sector. It is expected that for the renewable alone we require 30 lakh crore. So, but however, we are still open to the other sectors also. We have been funding for the backward and forward linkages for the power sector. Like for the renewable, we are funding for even the equipment manufacturing, and we are funding for all the streams which are leading to the renewable sector. And we are open to funding for the new upcoming energy transition sector also. So we are ready to explore anything, and we are always been the first mover in the country in this regard.
Ma'am, company specific, I want to ask, would you be ready to fund Vodafone also if they approach you?
For funding by any financial institution, there are several factors. So I don't think that we are funding by name. We are funding project specific. So we need to see what all sorts of viability the project has and what sort of comforts the company as a financial institution we have.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Same here. Thank you.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.